Hello friends and welcome to my Dubai vlog. This is in the first evening when we just landed and we were welcomed by a taxi driver. I was amazed at the amount of luxury automobiles that we could see in the parking lot of the airport. As you can see, they have some umbrellas because during the day it gets pretty hot in here. I kept checking out that Maserati because it was so beautiful. The taxi driver drove us to our hotel. In the middle of the night, it was almost midnight. The roads were quite busy, but traffic is still very disciplined. And I really enjoy checking out all the palm trees and breathing in the summer air. We left Romania with 5 degrees Celsius and there we had 27 degrees when we landed. So imagine the beauty of it all. I love traveling to warm climates and I was very impressed by the infrastructure here in Dubai. All the buildings are incredibly beautiful and very luxurious and very high. We arrived at the hotel dead tired and we took in a well-deserved rest. There is a time difference of 2 hours between Dubai and Romania, so according to Romanian time it was more than 1 p.m. when we landed and 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. This is the Burj Khalifa, the highest building, a mega tower in Dubai, and we will be back to that later during this vlog. Hello from Dubai, finally we made it. I am wearing my Louboutin lipstick and my Louboutin handbag and we're getting ready to go to the Mall of the Emirates to do a bit of shopping and sightseeing. This is what my nails look like currently. I got them redone and I will tell you sooner about our adventures. I know I still look fairly tired. It's been a very long day traveling and quite a long night. And I even made it to the pool a bit, so I'm catching up on my tan. That's wonderful. And I will show you what everything is like. It's so different and amazing. Bye for now. Here we were in front of our hotel. These are all cars and taxis. Mostly taxis in Dubai are Toyota or Lexus, and there are many white cars. Guess why? To prevent the sand from staining the cars. Also, I understand that there is a law that forces people to wash their cars often, otherwise they get fined. Here was my gorgeous outfit. I was wearing comfy shoes because we were going to walk a lot in the mall. I already knew about how big Dubai malls are and the first one on the list was that direction. We were a bit hungry, so we stopped at this Lebanese restaurant which had the most delicious olives ever. I'm not a huge fan of olives, but these were unbelievably tasty. They were so fresh and so gorgeous. This is something that we always eat at the Lebanese when we go in Romania also, but somehow, except for that meat tartar, all the food was better than in Romania. Of course, that's a matter of personal preference. Here was inside the mall. While we were at the restaurant, I noticed some signs that said that public displays of affection in the mall were forbidden. So now that I see these people holding hands, we kind of avoided doing that, which for me was quite difficult since I love holding hands with my husband. But it is what it is and we just obeyed the rules. The mall was absolutely huge and wonderful. and later we discovered this was not the nicest mall in Dubai. Imagine that. You know how much I love shopping, and you probably watched my Dubai shopping spree, so you know how much I enjoyed everything there. As you can see on the left corner, there's a Sephora. I'm going to show you the front of it, and as soon as I was done filming this, a Sephora employee asked me to stop filming because it's forbidden. But yeah, that's how it is. I have to say the fashion in Dubai is very much to my taste. They have all these long dresses, which I simply adore. This was Missoni. I wanted to get back to it, but I forgot. So here is the Sephora. I went straight in and I bought some Huda Beauty stuff. I'm going for a lunch date with a very special lady and her husband. So this is my outfit. I hope I am vaguely appropriate. Let's go. Again, we hopped in a taxi on that Saturday morning and we drove off to a place called Madinat Jumeirah, which was stunning. You're gonna see that later, but for now let's take in the beauty of Dubai. This place where we stayed was still being built for the International Expo in 2020, so we are obviously not aware of that when we booked the hotel. It doesn't matter very much, it's just that these roads were mainly accessible by car and not on foot. The best way to travel around was by taking a cab. The prices were almost the same as in Romania, and funny enough, the local currency called dirham was exactly the same value as our Romanian currency, so it was easy for us to convert prices. It was like 4 dirham for a euro, if you know that, 4 dirham for a dollar, more or less. You see so many taxis in front of hotels because gas is extremely cheap, and by gas I mean gasoline. It costs a fourth of the price of what it costs in Romania, but yeah, the taxes for the fines are much higher if you don't obey the traffic rules, and that I find amazing. So this is a bit of the cityscape. Many people driving SUVs, many people driving expensive cars, many people with cars that are younger than 5 years. And all this sand, obviously. Let's remember that Dubai is in the desert. See, all these places are still being built. That beautiful tower there, which you've probably seen in many photos. I have to say that the network of roads, the infrastructure is simply amazing. It's very handy. Everything is very civilized and clean, and the police drive the most fabulous cars, although I haven't seen many of those. So this was the main road close to our hotel, called Sheikh bin Zayed Road. I understand that all this, what we're looking at with the white walls, is property of the royal family, and so is the chain of hotels and the stores and everything where we will be heading. I understand that they love horse riding, obviously, and they have lots of horses, and that all sorts of cool stuff happens there in Dubai for the locals and for the tourists who are there to enjoy. You see the flags in the entrance. I just loved basking in the lovely sunny day, and even now checking out all these palm trees makes me want to book another ticket, even though my experience in Dubai was not fully positive, and that is because of my own ignorance, I would say. You probably know about it if you watched my video about the no long nails at the mosque. Anyhow, we will be talking about this later in the vlog. But for now, this is Burj Al Arab, the famous landmark which is included in the complex that we are going to visit. It was very cute to admire everything and then check out the map and see what was where. At first sight, Dubai seemed enormous, but yeah, after spending more than a week there, we began to know at least which is east and which is west and which is what direction. Of course, there were many places we did not get to visit, and that sail-shaped building is one of them. Perhaps in a future trip, if they ever allow me back in with my long nails. I don't know. The taxi driver was explaining all sorts of things to us, and generally I'm very skeptical of taxi drivers who are too chatty because they overcharge, and that is indeed what happened, but he didn't overcharge very much. This was inside the Souk. Souk means a store, a sort of open air market, which of course is covered because of the sun. They had a lot of touristic stuff, as you can see. Some of the fabrics were quite cute. I, for one, prefer to mostly admire from a distance. I did get to buy a couple of scarves while I was there, which proved to be useful, and now I realize that I forgot to show you the photo of what I look like with a Muslim headscarf on. But probably if you check my Instagram at Cosmetic Snob, you will see it. These plates were so beautiful, and at that point I was thinking it's a pity that we were not allowed to carry more luggage. And that is another story, because they fooled us a bit regarding the amount of luggage we were allowed. But it doesn't matter. In hindsight, I would have been able to buy the whole of Dubai and ship it home, because they had so many pretty things there. What I also regret not buying is some oud, which is that fragrant wood which everybody uses to give a lovely scent to the homes and the shops, and in some luxury stores it smells so good, like this sort of incense. This was inside the hotel. Look at the beautiful flower arrangement. I just could not take my eyes off it. Everything was so gorgeous and so luxurious. And here in the lobby we waited for our friends, and we had time enough to admire the beauty of everything. It is just a spectacular place. This is a luxury hotel. I have no idea what the prices were for it, but I think no matter how much it costs, it's worth it. Everything looked perfect. There were lots of Italian and Russian tourists, so I guess they could afford that. It is simply stunning. I am a big fan of all this lavish architecture. Everything is right up my alley. From this point of view, I felt at home in Dubai. And this is where we took the boat to go to the Thai restaurant and have a gorgeous lunch. All this landscape is so beautiful, and everything is built for the comfort of the customer, the traveler, the person using it. Everything is shaded, everything is so nice, and I have to admire the mastery and the skill of the decorators, the architects who planned all this out. It's like Venice but sunny. And it doesn't smell. I haven't been to Venice, but I understand there's a big difference. Everything in Dubai was spotless, perfectly clean and pretty. And at that moment when we were on this boat, we had some 30 degrees, and a bit of a breeze from all this water. I mean, check out this lovely architecture. Seriously, this made me fall in love. Just stunning. And all the green and white and the stone color blended together. I forgot to mention the boat ride was free. You could just ride around as much as you wanted. I think they had a motor, obviously. People were not rowing in the boats. But look how stunning everything is. Such nice and warm memories. I get the fuzzies looking at this, and I hope that my friend Maria is watching this, because she had the brilliant idea to come here. I would have never known about this place had she not proposed, and next time that I'm in Dubai, we will definitely revisit. So beautiful. There were several restaurants in this whole complex and hotels and everything. People were just chilling and having a nice time. Here we were on our way back after the delicious lunch, and here is the Burj Al Arab, the famous sail-shaped hotel, the 7-star hotel. So gorgeous, so wonderful. This was an amazing day, which I look back to very fondly. After this, we just walked around for a bit longer. I bought those scarves and we were back in the hotel. And this is the next morning, the breakfast egg curry, which I could not have enough of. I would have died eating that, slathered it all over myself. It was just incredible. We had curry every day. These are some warm cinnamon rolls. Oh my god, they tasted amazing. I really wanted to share our breakfast buffet with you because it was very rich. Everything was super clean, super delicious. This was the hummus, and next to it mutabal, which I ate every single day as well. I just cannot have enough. More olives. These were the spices for full medames, which I don't like. And this was my meal, mutabal and hummus and some palm hearts and some veggies. This was more or less what I had every morning. My husband had some egg curry, some samosas, and some veggies with rice. Even the coffee tasted good in there, and I don't usually drink so much coffee. And on that morning, together with Maria, we went to the cosmetics company store because she told me they had some discounted Tom Ford. And wow, what a feast that was. I ended up buying this perfume, Noir de Noir. It's in my perfume collection video if you want to know more about it, and I made a review on Instagram. I could have bought the whole shop, I will tell you for sure. I also bought that bronzer because the price was unbelievable. It was like 50 euro, which normally costs 100 euro, so I had to have it. Just thinking about this store is so nice. They had all the nice brands I like. They had, as you see, Estee Lauder, they had MAC, everything heavily discounted because it is a outlet store. It is in the airport free zone. If you're ever in Dubai, this is not to miss. Here more Estee Lauder makeup, and my not so favorite Bobbi Brown. I don't like anything from this brand, perhaps that moisturizer in the center there, and next to it Tom Ford lipsticks. Again, I could have bought them all, I just bought one. After the store, I went back to my hotel. This is the view from the terrace. Everybody was chilling, having a nice time. Everything was so relaxed. I can tell you, this was a super relaxing holiday, and the type of holiday I enjoy. I'm not very active. I'm not the type to do sports on my holiday or to go hiking. I do enjoy the occasional monument or exhibition visiting, but on this particular holiday we just took it very easy, and I am so proud of that because we were in need. This was on Monday in the Dubai Marina Mall, where I met another fellow blogger. Her name is Donna. Thank you, Donna, for being so kind in meeting us and showing us around this beautiful place that is Dubai. In this mall, we had some time and we stopped to have coffee, and then a guy came over asking about my nails, and I showed him my Instagram account and my YouTube account, and he said he wanted to take a photo for his mother. That was so funny. People were much more keen on approaching me. Even if I was with my husband, they just dared to ask questions and to ask me for photos. That was really pleasant. I like that type of attention. Everything was nice. Everybody was friendly. And here is the view where we had coffee with Donna. It's called the Dubai Marina neighborhood. This was on the 6th floor, I believe, of a building. I was just amazed at the beauty of everything. This could be a perfect spot for lunch or a dinner. It's just so nice and warm and shaded. What a perfect place to live. I understand this area is quite popular for people, for expats. No wonder. Check out how gorgeous everything is. This was around 5 p.m. I would say, and the night fell so quickly. This is the same spot from the floor level. I will show you right away. We were in this place called Pier 7, and this is the other angle. When the night comes, the temperatures are still quite warm, but more people walk on these walkways. You see the buildings are very tall, very lovely, and it's packed full of tourists. We walked to the beachfront, which was simply amazing for me. I really thought I filmed that, but I didn't. By the beach side, they had changing rooms and showers that were free. They were from a expensive Western European brand called Grohe, and they even had cleaning ladies that would clean the toilets after every use. Everything was perfectly clean and free. And here we were still in the Dubai Marina after a Greek meal, and we just walked around checking out the people. This was I think the exit from the parking lot. Again, a very rich area. You will see many beautiful automobiles, and everybody is so well dressed and fashionable because they can afford it. Just my type of people. I really had a very nice time checking out the stores, checking out everything that was going on. I was feeling a bit tired because my shoes were not exactly the most comfortable. You probably saw earlier I was wearing some flats. They didn't give so much support to my feet, so all that walking in the heat gave me blisters and sore feet, but oh well. You gotta do what you gotta do when you're a tourist. You have to stop complaining and you have to enjoy everything. This was a water fountain with a beautiful white tree. Let's remember this was in November. Everything was Christmas themed in a very desert Christmas type of thing. It's funny how everybody adopted this feast of giving and of being together with friends and family.
Hello everyone, today is Tuesday. We're looking to rent a car to go to the Great Mosque in Abu Dhabi. I don't know how successful we're gonna be because Google Maps is not an option since we don't have any phone internet. So we looked on a map and then we started walking to the nearest car rental company. Not sure how that's going. My husband is now asking for directions. This is Dubai in a very dusty state. I think there's a little sandstorm going on. This is my outfit that I'm gonna wear at the mosque. I have long sleeves. It's 30 degrees Celsius outside. But I'm wearing a pair of leggings and I don't want to show, you know, the derriere. I think that would be a big faux pas. Anyhow, I will update you when we are close to the mosque. I'm gonna put a head scarf on. I'm gonna put a headscarf over my chest, drape it like that so I am not indecent. I understand otherwise they're gonna make me rent an abaya, and I don't like to wear clothes that others have worn. So I will keep you posted. Oh, and these are my nails. You didn't really get to see a lot of me, but I hope that today I will be filming myself a bit more. So bye for now. We managed to rent a car at a nearby hotel after walking like 15 minutes through scorching heat with long sleeves. And now we got this Toyota Camry. It's a car. It has GPS even though they told us it wouldn't. So we are headed to Abu Dhabi and mostly to the outlet mall. The thing is, we have to return the car by 7 p.m. otherwise we would have to keep it in the parking of our own hotel, which of course is extra charges. The personnel here was fairly helpful. I wish they were more informed, but yeah, that's fine. So wish us a good luck and see you soon. Bye bye.
There is one straight road from our hotel to Abu Dhabi, and of course we had the GPS. Everything went smooth. You can see here the roads. They're just perfect. no potholes, even though they're in the desert, nothing bad. A clear way from A to B. The same rule as in the USA applies. Keep your own lane. It's not like in Europe that the fastest lane is on the left. Everybody's just keeping their lane, and that's what it is. We try to keep a decent speed. We traveled maybe a bit slower than we would normally in our own car, but that doesn't matter so much. The road was fairly uneventful. We just went to the mall. This was a bit of a disappointment. Here are all the stores listed from everything. Yeah, I enjoyed some stores, but because of the malls, I expected a bit more in here. They did have a lot of high fashion brands at big discounts, but nothing that interested me. And the primary purpose of buying me a long dress failed. I didn't find anything that I liked. They did have a fair amount of clothing in my size, which I kind of expected. Nevertheless, I did buy some stuff in this shop here, Rocco Barocco, the one next, which you probably have seen in my Dubai haul video. All this mall was air conditioned and it smelled gorgeous, just like I told you before. And this is just a big view of everything. You see, there weren't so many people on that day. Xenia, my husband's favorite store, again, not very discounted, not that discounted that you would go wow. And on my way out, I really had to show you my outfit. As you can see, Abu Dhabi is more authentic desert. There's more sand than in Dubai. There's more palm trees, more nature. Everything is so beautiful, and I think the temperature was a bit higher than in Dubai. The sky, as you see, is clear. The roads are also clear, and the GPS was showing signs of not doing what we wanted it to do. You know, I am so against many types of GPS because I get very stuck on the ones that I have. I generally prefer using Google Maps. I know there are other types of GPS systems. I know of one called Waze. I cannot stand that, but we really didn't have access to any of that. We just had the GPS that was installed in that Toyota Camry. And my husband thought that he saw the mosque we were looking for on the left side, and we kept doing some circles around and around. And you know me and my blood sugar, when the blood sugar drops I get headaches, so I was getting a bit angry and anxious. And yeah, if you don't feed me, I become not very nice. That's why we eventually stopped to get a bit of food.
In Abu Dhabi, it is around 3:30 p.m. It's very hot. I am wearing winter clothes because I thought we were going to the mosque. What's very funny is that the people in the outlet shop told me I would not be allowed to enter the mosque in my tight leggings anyway. But now I'm stuck with very thick clothes on and I got very hungry and I have a headache, so we stopped after doing circles in Abu Dhabi and we're gonna eat sushi. You know, my husband, like any other man, is a very stubborn creature and he thought he knew better than the GPS, and now it's not that we're lost. We're at the sushi. Probably we're gonna ask people for directions while in there. I don't think we're gonna make it to the mosque in time to have the guided tour, but that doesn't really matter. I hope it's still going to be fun, but for now I really need to eat something, otherwise I will faint. Bye bye.
This was our delicious sushi platter that was, I think, the same price as in Holland. Fairly expensive, but sushi is expensive everywhere. This had fresh local seafood, which tasted excellent. Or maybe it was just that I was so mega hungry. I guess we will never know. Also, this hotel where we stopped had much better Wi-Fi than our own hotel, and I could catch up on my social media. This is the mosque. We finally found it. Look at it. It is gorgeous. In the parking, the first sign said no drone filming. Imagine that. People actually film from the drone. And we're gonna take a turn and enter in the parking. That was free parking, of course.
I was given an outfit to wear so that I am decent, covering my head, my arms, my legs, and I'm gonna show you what it's like because this is something incredible and beautiful.
This is the wonder of architecture and the most gorgeous background for photos. You will see all the other tourists are doing exactly what we're doing. Check out that girl with her boyfriend, husband, getting photographed because the light fell in a very beautiful way. It was around 4 p.m. I would say. Everything is just marvelous and fascinating, and I could not stop but wonder at this architectural beauty. I understand this is the third largest mosque in the world after Mecca and Medina. I understand that it was built fairly recently. Everything, the color combination is right up my alley, like I always say. There's something about it that is very pleasing to the eye. Everything was very orderly. There were indicators showing the direction. In the middle there, where you see those light brown cubes, there people would leave their shoes because you're not allowed to get inside with your shoes on. You have to be barefoot. And you can slowly see how the sun is setting. This was a difference of a few minutes, and I guess that we got there at the golden hour, and because we got there at the golden hour, I wanted to take many photos of myself, of my husband. I wanted to, show the world where we were. And while I was taking photos, stuff happened.
So, to make a long story short, I was trying to take a photo of my husband when one of the guards saw my nails. He asked me to wait a bit. He called another guard and I saw how he was showing him the length of my nails, and then they both came and they asked to see my nails, and then very politely asked me to go away because it's not allowed to have long nails inside the mosque. You know, I'm awfully afraid of rejection. This is one of my biggest fears, so I half expected it. And when my friend Denny was amused at my leggings being too sexy, I laughed with her. But now I know, probably if I had landed with the plane here in Abu Dhabi, maybe they wouldn't have let me in. In Dubai they did. So, yep. I did get to see most of the mosque. You will see, you have seen. So that's amazing. It's a beautiful place and it is what it is. I have to see the bright side of it. Signing out for now. Bye.
Of course, a bit disappointed after all the Abu Dhabi mosque affair. We drove back in time to deliver the car before 7 p.m. and my husband went to the gas station to tank to bring the car back full. Everything was okay, and the next day I wanted to be comforted with some retail therapy, so we went to the largest mall, which is called the Dubai Mall. Now, this is maybe 5 times as large as the Mall of the Emirates. It has more shops, more madness, more beauty, more fashion, more luxury, more of everything. You can see here some details. They had some beautiful decorations and they had some Christmas themed stuff where I did not film because I didn't think it appropriate, especially after what happened the day before. Was in the bathroom. The bathrooms in this mall had special stalls where women could fix their makeup with mirrors and chairs. Everything was ultra clean. Like, you could not believe how clean the bathrooms were and how nice they smelled and how perfect everything was. Here is the shoe level, as I remember it's called, and I asked permission at the Louboutin store to film. They gladly accepted and they even encouraged me to tag them on social media. Christian Louboutin is one of my favorite brands. The aesthetic seems to go very well with my personal aesthetic, and you see these shoes with lots of bling are something I would definitely wear. But the thing is that the next day the big discounts were supposed to start that were related to a national holiday, and I did not want to buy something exactly before the discount, and they didn't know what would be on the discount, so I ended up buying nothing. There was a handbag I enjoyed. I mean, check out this bling. Seriously, I could have a pair of each. Too gorgeous for words. And that was my outfit. I also visited the nail polishes display and I was so happy to be there. This is my world. Check out these shoes and heels and flats and everything. Yeah, they sure know what they're doing at Christian Louboutin, and to me this is the largest Louboutin store I have been in. Not that I've been in so many, but I think I have to start because this is too much beauty. Seriously. So gorgeous. Here is a aquarium that was inside the mall at the lowest floor. It was ginormous. Those are people in there who went inside on a paid tour, I would guess. I just enjoyed checking out all the fish from a distance. Seriously beautiful. This is still in the mall after the Dubai Fountain's beautiful show at 6 p.m. Too bad we didn't have seats because we didn't organize it in time. Of course, all the seats in the nearby restaurants and cafes were taken. After this, I was so tired and we sat down somewhere in a tea shop to get some tea and again catch up on my social media. I really have to go back to this place. The more I look at it, the more I want to go back because I love everything. And this was the last day before leaving. This was the pool of the hotel. We went there fairly early and that's why I could film everything. This is where we would chill between 11 and 1 or 2 p.m. because the tall buildings around did not allow for the sunshine to be present all the time. This was on the ground level of the hotel. All the personnel was very nice and very friendly. We also went to the spa and we got the most beautiful Balinese massage. I look back fondly on our week of relaxation and on all that sunshine and warm temperatures. See, there is a parking lot just with sand in it because, like I said, they're still building. Who knows, maybe next year if you go back to the same place there will be another building next to it. I understand they wanted to expand the pool of the hotel or something. And this was in the plane leaving at 10 in the morning on Friday, going back home, but I really had to take another look and show you the beauty of Dubai. There are still places we haven't seen, but we must return. And if you are into what I'm into, nice weather, good food, luxury shopping, relaxation, great customer service, good roads, go to Dubai. It's amazing. It's fascinating. For sure, we will return with the good and the bad. What happens is that this was a memorable vacation, and I know that I am someone who always draws attention, which is probably special for some people, and I will not stop being who I am, and I will not stop loving everything about this holiday. Well, I'm signing off for now. If you had the patience to watch all this video, I want to thank you. It was a pleasure to film for you and to edit everything and to reminisce all the good memories. And I hope that you have subscribed to my channel and why not shared my experience with others. Thank you very much and have a wonderful year 2018. Bye for now.